Hey guys, you're watching because you want to know. My name is AJ. Welcome back to another episode of Let's Build a City. Last episode, we done some good preparation for Grove Street here for the low income area, the slum area of our city. I'm just copying and pasting the... I can't get on this stupid fence. I'm copying and pasting just the tops of the power lines for the minute, just to extend them along this way to make it look a little bit more meaningful than just being over the top of Grove Street. What we'll do eventually is put in a bottom to these as well, so they don't float there. But I like how that runs down the side of the bridge there. I think that's going to be really, really cool. So it goes all the way over the top, and then we can extend it that way as well. We'll just have little fences going down to the water level where we'll then thicken that up to some bigger wood or something like that. That'll go to the factory, the industrial estate on the south side of the city. And then this will go somewhere. I said up the mountain last episode. I don't know if we'll do that because it's going to be really tricky to do power lines going uphill. It's going to be really awkward to try and get that sort of curve correct. So we'll probably just sort of, I don't know, hide it around the back of the hospital and then just sort of drop it down and end it there. So let's clear our inventory and think about these houses. These houses are really small, really quaint, so they're not going to be that difficult to build, I'm hoping. They're also made out of some very simple blocks. So we're going to go with clay. We're going to go with a light grey clay to begin with. It's a dirty block. It's sort of plasterboard, hasn't really been painted. We're going to go with a dark green garage door. We're doing the house that's in the sort of front right-ish. We're going to want a front door. So we'll just go with... I thought I had more doors than this. Maybe we don't even put a door down. Maybe we just leave it open. Yeah, I think we'll probably leave it open. Some glass. There's a few windows still remaining on these buildings. And then we want spruce. Some spruce stairs. And that's pretty much it, really. Oh, I tell you what, clay. We'll go with a darker ring around the bottom, just so we get a little bit of detail in these buildings. So we have a little bit of a driveway, or not a driveway, but a little bit of a walkway, if you like, before we get to the garage. It's really, really small, so we're just going to do this all the way up to about here. Maybe not there, maybe that one. And you're going to have to go away, my friend. Off you go. Get out of here. Oh, let's turn the shaders off too, so the light doesn't blind me while I'm building. And that should be good. I should just be able to remove a couple more. Now, this is a square house. A perfectly square house. Yeah, basically perfectly square. So we're going to run this down here. Like that. There's no sort of additions on the side. No sort of extensions onto it. And let's just clean up this so it's not floating. And then we go to the light grey above it here. The garage door goes in like that. And the garage door is basically the only feature of this house. So they're really simple houses. They're almost like the first houses that you build in Minecraft. You know, those sort of really simple ones. There's no rooms on the inside. It's just sort of basically one giant room. It's nice. No effort for me. There we go. Hopefully we'll be able to do it in a way that still looks good, though. And then the doorway will go in like that. I might make the doors smaller, though, seeing as though it is sort of a smaller house. Okay, maybe that's too big for the garage door as well. Maybe we can get away with doing a slightly smaller garage door, and then I can get away with a bigger. Yeah. Okay, so windows. We'll put in a little window at the end here. We'll put a little window in, at the back, because why not? And then we'll do a window over here. I don't know where the windows are on these houses. We're only using the layout as really inspiration. The rest of the house is sort of up to us. So there we go. The garage door, I'm going to set one block back just so we get a little bit of depth on it. And tripwire hook. We'll put a couple of these on as a bit of an opening. We'll grab some podzol for the entranceway here. I'll also put a hole in the pathway so they can get in. No gravel driveways here, no fancy tarmac, nope, all very basic, just dirt that's been driven over a few times. So I'll have that there. It's nice and tight. I want it tight to be able to get in there. And then we'll have a small little path that goes to the front door. Nothing too special here either. We're going to break it up a little. Oops, I don't want to do that. Break it up a little bit. Like that. Yep, I like that. And then we want to have another one. I don't want it to be too high. We really need another 2 blocks on top, but I think that's going to look too much. So we're going to go around with another one. And this is one that's going to have the stairs onto. I don't know if I'll put a picture up on screen this episode or not. I don't know if there's too much point, because the houses are really simple anyway. So this runs around here. But then we really want to have another layer on top of these stairs. But I don't know if we've really got the room to do so. If I just do it to there, the middle part won't matter because you can't see them. Like, if I put another one on here, that's what it should be. Oh, you know, that doesn't actually look that bad. I thought it was going to look a little bit too tall, but I think that's going to be okay. I was thinking about some kind of slab on the top, but then that ruins the colour scheme. Because obviously we don't have a slab of this colour. No, that works. And then in the middle here, we grab our wand. And we slab 44.6. Replace with 44.6. And there's our first little slum house. Nice and easy, nice and simple, nothing too crazy, but really suits the area. You can see it's a house, you can see it's a small house. That's exactly what we want. Okay, so then there's another house over here. This is a white one. What I like about these houses is that they're all different. They've all got their own features. What we'll probably do is once we've done all of these different houses, we'll then sort of copy and paste like a selection of those ones around the area as well and change the color of them. That way it saves us building time, but also keeps them looking different if we change the colors in the correct way. So for this one, we're going to want to have brick slabs as a little bit of a porch. We're going to want to have quartz snow as the house block. We're going to want to have slabs as the roof. We're going to do a very slow slanted roof. We're going to need the glass again, obviously. Glass panes. And we're going to need iron bars. I think we'll go for a little bit of a fence. How we're going to do a fence around the front of the porch. I think that's the way we're going to do it. That should do for the minute. Okay, this palm tree is going to be a little bit in the way, but we're going to set it back a little bit here and put down a porch. Like that. And then we're going to do the house. Do I want to have some sort of foundation to the house? Probably stone bricks, not the monster egg one. This house doesn't have a garage on it. It's just sort of how you would draw a house if you were really young. We're going to do the door in the middle. Oops. And have the doorway up like this. Then we're going to have a window. And a window. See? Nice and simple. This sort of cartoon style house, but without a second floor. So we'll then have the back of the house here. We'll put in our own windows around the side here, and it could be a window in there, a window in there, and then no window on this side. Perfect. Stick the glass in super quick. I want to try and get as many of these done as possible today. I don't want to be working on these little houses too much. You put too much detail in and you lose the effect of it looking sort of run down. Okay, for then the roof on here, we're going to do the slabs, I think, first. We should do this down on this level. And this goes over the top of the porch. And then it's going to run one block behind the house as well. 1, 2. Palm tree's right in the way. I'm going to get rid of it and we'll put it back down later, I think. I could have just moved the trunk. Stalk? The tree trunk. But that's okay. Maybe we'll build our own sort of smaller custom palm trees in this area instead then, of using the big ones that we have around the front. That might be a better idea. Okay, so the roof now is going to slowly increase up. Nothing too quickly. So we're going to go 2 blocks. And 2 blocks over here as well. And then 2 blocks again. Yeah, I should do that before I forget. Like that one and that one. Join these up, and that should leave 1 or 2 in the middle. 1 would be perfect, 2 would be okay. Yeah, it leaves 1 in the middle. Good. So then that comes up there. And along here. We put that one down. And then we want a little bit of a white section in here. How can I fill those parts in? I could do it like that. I think that's the way that we're going to do it for this one. And then do the same on this other side, just so we hide up the gap here. Do I need that one there? Yeah, I do. I can do that one, that one. I'll just do it like that. Okay, perfect. So we've got our house in. We've got the lip over the top. Now what we want to do is just have a little bit of a porch going on. So we want to put these bricks up a little bit. We'll leave an opening for where you walk into the house. And then we'll put the iron bars around here. And I don't think they have anything holding up these corners here, so we should just be able to leave it how it is now. And then the pathway, we're going to do gravel this time instead of podzol. Like that. Yeah. So there's another one in. I should probably do another one like that. There you go. Looks a little bit better then. Okay, that's cool. So there's 2 of the houses in now. If we just stand back a little bit, let's turn the shaders on as well, just to see how we're looking. Make sure they don't look too... Why can't I move? Why can't I move there? Yeah, okay, I really like that. That's going to look cool with houses going all the way around in a circle. Yeah, really, really nice. So, let's turn them back off again. What have we got now? How far are we doing? We're doing okay for time. So we've got the one on the left here. Now I can't really see this one too well because the picture that I've got is pointing this way, so I can only sort of see a little bit of this house. But I can see the colours. It's got a sandstone base or sandstone wall. We'll probably use a clay foundation for this, like we did with the last one. We'll use a light clay for that. And then the roof. Do I have any browns there? Yes, we'll use dark oak for the roof. Now this is a house, so this is going to have a second story, so it's going to be a little bit bigger. It also has a little bit of a bay window, but it ends up going very close to the path here. In fact, it pretty much touches the path, but I don't like that, so I'm just going to drop this back a little bit. And then this is going to go to where the front door is. This should be this one. And then we'll go to sandstone. Front door's going to be right there. I want to try and keep this relatively small. And then I'm going to keep them nice and basic and square. Like that. Okay. So that's the bottom story. We can put the doorway in now with sandstone. Really cool how all of the houses sort of have like a different colour and a different sort of scheme. So we'll put we'll just do the first story walls in first and put some windows in where we see fit. Like this. And then the roof is a little bit more interesting on this one. There's a little bit more detail to put in. It might even end up being a little bit fiddly because of the size of it. So this is the window here, so we just put that in there. They'll be full glass blocks. Full glass box and panes. The full ones go here. I could put some windowsills in some areas as well if we wanted to. Slab. If we keep with the theme of each building. Maybe not on the white, but on this one. We'll just put these in. Obviously, we've got detail to do on the outside of these houses. Plants, sunflowers, sheds, things like that. Even bicycles would be perfect, obviously, for this area. Because that's obviously where you get your BMX. You know, so putting a little couple of bikes down in the area, I think just adds that little bit extra, doesn't it? It's so good. Now, that's not going to be there. That's going to be like that because that's where the roof's going to be. And then the rest of the house should go relatively easily, I'm hoping. We want a window in here, but it's going to be a smaller window because we don't have a huge amount of room. So it's going to be a little window in there. And then that's going to go back to here. I'll put a window flush above it if we've got the room. Is that the right height? That's perfect. And a window on the front here would be even better. This should just join up quite nicely. They're not going to have functional interiors on a house this size, obviously. But it should do the job nicely. On the back here, you know what? I'm going to drop that back to there and we'll just have a slanted roof. That'll go back to there. And go up here. I don't want any wind. I should probably have a window on the bottom floor, but not on the top floor. And then I can't have any windows in on the back. So we'll have it like that. Okay. That's a pretty cool looking house, to be honest. I think that's a really cool, quaint one. So for the roof, though, we want to try and squeeze as much room out as possible. So we're going to have to use slabs for this front section. Otherwise, we're going to block up the window. So we're going to put that in there. That in there. And then that way it just sits just below the window. It's tight, but it works. We'll extend that forward. Put those in on the underside to hide up the little holes. On this front section, we should just be able to run this around like that. That's probably how we're going to end that off too. Put that one there. I like it. I like it. And then on the back here, we can do stairs. So we have stairs there, there, and there. Put that one in. Put these upside down ones in. Do I want to have it going there as well with a slab on top? I think so. That one, that one, that one. That one. Slab. Yeah. Okay. Put these along the front here. Along that one. And along that one. And then we've just got the top to do. And the top, we'll start off at this peak here. We'll put in that one and that one. The slabs on top. We'll just do it bit by bit because it's a little tricky because of the size. Sometimes the bigger houses are a little bit easier. So that's going to have to fold around the corner. And I think everything else is going to fold around now as well. So we'll just run this around this side. This is quite a big house, really, isn't it? And for a little first off survival house, it's actually really easy to build as well. You could even do it in these colours. Sandstone is certainly easy to find, and all of the wood. That could be quite cool to build this house as your first survival starter house. Yeah. Wrap this around here. And then a little slab on the top. Does any of them have chimneys? Not that I can see on the original image. I might put a chimney on this one. It's a little bit expensive to have a chimney, but I think it works on this house. We'll have one of them center chimneys. They go up there. Flower pot. Oops. Okay, flower pot. Why not? A couple of flower pots on the top. Yeah, check that out. Glass. Get rid of the flower pots. Nice thin one there. I think that's a pretty quaint house. Back doors. Oh, I forgot about back doors. We should probably put some back doors in. At least a couple of these. Check that out. I actually really like that house. I really, really like that house. Stairs. I've got sandstone stairs that I could do upside down here. It's a little bit special, but we could put some trap doors on here. Makes it look a little bit more expensive, but just on that one window, I think works. The BMXs there, they look so good. They look so good. Yeah, okay. And then the path out here, it doesn't have one on the original image, but it does have, I wondered what that was then. It does have a little driveway that just goes up the side of the house, not to a garage though. Let's use Podzol again. Oh, it's the bike. It sounded like fire. I don't know if you guys could hear that through the speakers. It was quite quiet for me, but I'm sure I kept hearing fire, and I was like, I haven't lit any fire. What's burning? But no, it was the bike making the chain noise, like a bike chain noise. I think there's also some kid noises in there, like kid bike riding noises. Not sure if I really like that, but I probably wouldn't do it if I made the mod. I'll probably delete that sound file out of the mod and get rid of that. There we go. It's a little driver up the side there. Let's put a couple of cars in here just to finish up, because we are at the end of the episode. We built 3 houses. I don't think 3 houses are that bad. What we're going to need. Not that one. Where are the cars now? Why am I... there they are. So we want some sort of lower end cars. If possible. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. I don't know what that is. Sard? It's not a car that we have around where we are. Yeah, let's put a Koenigsegg. Clio is a sport version, but I mean, it should work. Toyota MR2 is quite an old car, but it's still pretty fast by today's standards. Oh yeah, and then we've got these ones as well. Trouble is, I can never really tell what these are. Let's put a van in there. I know that's a van. I don't know what that is, so let's put that down as well. Oh yeah, that'll sort of work. They're not the best looking cars, this mod. I definitely prefer the Flans mod to them. But, yeah, maybe we've got too many cars to choose from here. Let's take that away. We'll put that one down, because that's, like, perfect. Ooh. Stop shaking. Whoa, 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 whoa. That's quite quick. Okay, good. That's settled. Man, that sounds like burning so much. Yeah, I don't like that car either. That's going away. And we'll put in a little Clio. And then just a van somewhere. Like on the side here. Oh, no, that works. That's not a van, but that's a good car for it. Yeah, how about that? Alright, guys, that's where we're going to leave this episode. If you enjoyed it, hit that like button. If you haven't already, then feel free to subscribe. We shall see you in the next episode.